nightmare is all about. But today I have a funny one. Okay, this is 1973, and Bud and I are married. We have a 4-year-old, and we have a 2.5-year-old, maybe a little bit more than 2.5. His birthday's coming up pretty soon, in in the fall. So we're living in base housing. Now, base housing, we were assigned to the Charleston. He was assigned to the Charleston Naval Base on shore duty, but base housing was up in Somerville. And Somerville was a good 25 minutes or 30 minutes from housing. And the housing we shared with the Marines, the Air Force, and it was mostly junior grade officers and enlisted that lived in housing. They were duplexes, and you shared a wall with the neighbor, and we had a carport and a double-wide driveway. But we only owned one car at that time. We owned the station wagon because Bud had the government car, but he could only use it for work, only for work. So we're in our housing, and it's the weekend of July 4th. July 4th. So being in a mostly civilian type job, Bud has, even though he's military, he has the weekend off because Naval Investigative Service, which is now NCIS since 1990, closed down. So he has the weekend off. So he's out there early in the morning, bright and early in the morning, cutting the grass. Everything in that front yard had to be perfect, and I'm sitting there wondering, why is Bud fussing over the front yard? Okay, leave him go. He's happy, let him go. Front yard's all done. He sets up the sprinkler, gets the two boys. They're out running in the sprinkler up and down the front yard, laughing and giggling and having a good time. Where's my husband? He's in the driveway, cleaning up the station wagon. Oh, gosh. I use the station wagon most of the time, and if you have young children, you happen to know that when you have young children, that they can make a mess in the car. And Bud's out there cleaning up the car. He's cleaning up the car, and I'm watching him, and the phone rings. So in the kitchen, I pick up the phone, and it's Gloria. Gloria is married to the Marine that lives across the street, and we've become very close friends. And she says, don't forget, Linda, we're having the 4th of July party at our house. I said, I guess I did forget, Gloria, but no, I didn't forget. I'll be there. And is there anything we can bring? She says, no. She says, this morning, I ran down over to the Air Force Base commissary and picked up ice cream. They're having ice cream 2 for 1. Buy one, get one free. And she said, well, pretty soon, George and I are going down to the fish market to get crabs for the party. It's going to be really good. I hope you really enjoy it. I said, okay, we'll see you there. And please let me know if I can bring anything. She says, no, not a thing, just yourself. Okay, so now I know why my husband's cleaning up the car. All these people that he knows are coming, and he can't have a dirty car. Like one of those guys might walk over and look at the inside of that disgusting station wagon. So he's out there. He's pinching up. He's got a garbage bag. He's picking up garbage, putting it in a bag, picking up garbage, putting it in the bag. And he's just like, ooh, disgusting stuff. 2 little boys in the back seat of a car can really make a mess. But he's not done yet. Next, he gets out the carpet shampooer. Yes, he has a handheld carpet shampooer. And he starts doing the carpet in the car. And he's spending all this time and all this time and all this time. And meanwhile, I'm cleaning up the kitchen and working around the house. I'm watching him and watching the boys out front. And I didn't have any ice cream, but I had a bag of Hershey Kisses, those good chocolate ones. Oh, they were so good. And I was munching a few of them. And I left them mistakenly on the kitchen table. You'll see why in a little bit. So now it's time for lunch. I get everybody fed, and the boys are ready to go for their nap. I said, Bud, do you mind if I run over to the commissary and at the Air Force Base? Gloria says they have 2 for 1. Buy one ice cream, get one free. And I'll get you peanut butter swirl. He says, oh, I love peanut butter swirl. And he's all excited. I said, I don't know how you can eat that stuff. It's so gooey and ooey. And, oh, I said, it just is like slimy. I love peanut butter swirl. He says, I have to have peanut butter swirl. Good morning, everybody. Thanks for joining me. And so I said, okay, so we get the boys in bed, and I take the station wagon. Now, Bud comes out with me, and he said, now, Linda, the carpets are still wet, but I put a sheet of plastic underneath the driver's side. So be very careful, because if you spill anything, it's going to go right into that carpet and ruin my whole job. And I'm thinking, okay, I'm not going to ruin anything, but I am not going to ruin anything at all. You will be absolutely okay. So I head over to the commissary at the Air Force Base. Now, normally I would walk to the commissary. It's a good 20-minute walk over to the Air Force Base. But it's 96, 97, one of those summer, too hot to handle days with humidity so thick you can see it in your face. And so I took the car. Besides, I'm getting a bunch of groceries. It's stinking hot. And just walking from the commissary and out, it's like, whew, too hot. So I'm going around the commissary, and I pick up some regular stuff, but ice cream. I stock up on ice cream. I must have gotten 10, 12 half gallons of ice cream. Peanut butter swirl. My husband will love it. He's going to have peanut butter swirl ice cream. And I have all these bags. Now, this time in 1973, we didn't use plastic bags. We used paper bags. So I'm loading all these paper bags into the cart, and I get out, and some idiot has parked in the tailgate of my car. I can't open the tailgate. And I got all these bags, all this ice cream, all this stuff to go in the car, and it's melting. It's melting as I speak. So I open the back door, passenger side back door, shove in the bags. Still not enough room. I got them on the seats, I got them on the floor in the back seat, still not enough room. So I open the passenger front door, load the floor there, and as I'm bending in to put bags on the seat, the keys fell out of my hands and onto the seat. So now, there I am, with the doors locked. I think I do, yes, I think I have the doors locked, and this wasn't the first time. Oh, I'm thinking, my poor husband's gonna have a fit. He's gonna have an absolute fit. He's going to have to come over with the spare set of keys and rescue me. So I trudge back into the commissary, get out a dime, call Bud. I could just hear him in the background. He says, doll, not again. You didn't lock the keys in again. I said, I'm sorry, Bud, I did. I locked the cars, and everything in the car is melting. And could you come over and bring the other set of keys so I can get out of here? Well, he says, well, the boys run for a nap. I'll have to get them up. Okay. I said, well, okay, please, please. I said, everything's melting. The ice cream's melting. And I have a lot of milk, and it's going to go bad. Please, honey, come over and get me. So Bud doesn't have a car to drive. And so Gloria and George are downtown, our friends, so he can't ask his best mate. So good 20, 25 minutes later, trudging up the road is my husband, my sailor. He's got the baby in the front. He's got the older boy on his shoulder. And he is sweating like a pig, but he's there, navy running shorts, tank top, and orange sneakers coming to rescue his wife. I look a little closer, What's that going down his head? It's rolling down his head and around his ear. Oh no, Gregory got into the Hershey Kisses and chocolate slobber is going all over Bud's head. And he just sort of does this and this, and he keeps trudging forward. So now I'm standing by the driver's door, looking at my keys in there. And then I turn to the back. Oh, what a mess. The ice cream is now soaked out of the bags and into the carpet. Bud's going to have a canary. He just finished it. The car was spanking clean. And now all this ice cream is running over his job. But there was another thing I noticed. The back driver's side door was unlocked. I didn't see it before because I loaded from the passenger side, remember? I thought, well, what should I do? Well, how can I remedy this problem? I did the only thing a smart wife would do. I opened the door when Bud wasn't looking, pushed the lock button down, and slammed it shut. I did.